Alright, well, we're live.
Are we now?
Yes.
Give me a minute. I can't find the previous stuff and things.
Okay.
Where is it? 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 Oh boy.
Have you?
Have you? How long till we'll go live?
Now.
Oh. Okay.
I just said we're going live. Can you please tweet it?
I don't know what you want me to say. You never let me do these.
Just scroll back to last week.
It says we're going live with Ryan.
And go back a week before.
Oh. You made all the hard stuff. Give me a sec. You warned me that you wanted me to do it earlier. And I would have actually remembered. What is the...
Okay.
Actually, so, Jay and I were talking about, like, traditional stuff. I have half a mind to send him a link to what the traditional dress used to look like, but I'm sure he'll laugh.
Maybe.
Because they're just so weird. Like, seriously. Man, it was like fat fingered everything. Done. Okay. Done.
Okay.
That is done. That is done. Oh. Oh no. Give me...
What? What's up?
Give me a minute. I am apparently signed out
Of?
of Twitch.
You haven't signed in? Or it's forced you out?
It had signed me out.
Hmm.
That's not useful.
Well, I can see it, so...
Yeah, I know, but
If worse
I
comes
still
to
like to
worst.
make sure. I just like to make sure that I'm logged in and ready to bring the band hammer. Alright. There we go. I will put my snacks away, because that's... I don't think anyone wants to hear me, like, nomming on crackers and whatever else.
Alright. Are you ready?
I am!
Alright. Can I get a countdown, please?
3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome to episode 74 of the Reins of Azeroth. I am your host, Spaz Weston, and I'm joined tonight by my lovely co-host, Sirius. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, actually. What about you?
I'm doing well.
Well?
A little stressed from work, but all good. Mostly.
Work. Speaking
Yeah.
of work, sorry, quick derailment. You called me from the work phone, and then about 5-10 minutes after you'd left the office, I called it back saying, hey, sorry, got a missed call from this number. To which your boss answered, and I've gone, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm his partner. I'm so sorry. And then I hung up because I got scared. Thanks for that.
It's okay. So, have you been up to much the last week?
Not much the last week, no. Other than, I made that little opposite, so there was that. But no, in WoW, unfortunately, again, real life just likes to kick me while I'm down. So it's just one thing after another, and yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
So, I caved, I went, and I bought Twilight and the Luminous Starseeker.
Boo, I want it.
They are
feel bad.
adorable. They're really adorable. So, that's pretty much all I've had time to do, so... Yeah.
Man, I feel like we need more of those color-shifting, adorable now.
Yeah. So, the internet's not great, right? It seems. So,
Nope.
We're just going to press on. If Sirius does start to fade out a little, I will keep the conversation rolling, and we'll try our best. So, in the news, first things first, 5 new Mana Ray mounts have been data mined and listed as drops from the new content. This is really cool. Now, they're not sure where exactly they're from, whether they're from invasions, respawns, bosses, chests, blah blah blah, but they're definitely from Argus. They have confirmed, I guess, somehow with data mining. The next
cool,
thing
but can I guess just keep them? They creep me out.
Oh no, the nice ones are coming from there. The weird looking ones are coming from the next thing, which is 4 new quests that have been data mined. I'm only bringing them up because of their name. It's a quest line. The first quest is we came here for 2 reasons. The second quest is to kill demons. The third is Anchu Mana Buns. And that one gives you the Bleak Hoof Ruin Strider, which is the one that's more sort of fell than the others. And then the fourth quest is And We're All Out of Mana Buns. And that actually gives you the title Demon Slayer, which was really cool.
That makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah, it's quite silly. But, you know, what do you expect? I mean, there's a whole series of quests in Stormheim that are based on StarCraft and Heroes of the Storm titles. You know, Legacy of the Void, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So
the next
one just to, have the sore spot, poured salt into it?
If you'd like.
Okay. So the next bit of news is that we have a new pet, and it is the cutest thing ever. So its description is, this cuddlesome little critter can't wait to curl up by the campfire after your latest campaign. She'll captivate your comrades with her chromatic color-changing coat and climb her way into the core of your collection. And she's especially cunning in combat. Okay, I love it. And I love its little whisker fins going on. It's so cute.
It is.
I just want it so bad. But it's alright. So the next one is... Excuse me. Sorry. The next one is Luminous Starseeker. And that one... Stormman... It's okay. I got it.
Okay. I'll read this one because you seem to be fading out a fair bit. I do apologize, everyone. Bad internet connection really does suck. So, the Luminous Starseeker, its description is drawing on the shifting void, fel, and otherworldly energies surrounding him. The Luminous Starseeker lets you travel in style astride this mount's undulating hues. Saddle up, become this polychromatic beast, will travel as fast as your riding skill will take you. So it's pretty cool.
I need it.
Yeah. So, the other big bit of news is there was a Q&A.
There was indeed.
And with Ian Hazakostas, of course. So, everybody...
Where's this? This needs to be here.
Yeah.
I feel like she just like, Ian? What?
Yeah, she just appear out of nowhere. But yeah, so pretty much a whole bunch of 7.3 stuff, a whole bunch of questions. There were some interesting questions and some really weird ones. The sort of highlights are that there's a lot of catch-up mechanics in 7.3, including for artifact knowledge, follower equipment, the automatic unlock of the third relic slot, and new traits and stuff. So that's going to be cool. Many things on Argus will be out wide in 7.3, including unlocking dungeons, the use of the Netherlight Crucible, and possibly the unlocking of world quests, but they said not 100% confirmed, so I don't know. The Nethershard vendor is moving and will be accepting a new currency for 910 for skated gear, which will be pretty cool. So, new gear for alts to catch up with.
Yeah.
The next piece is some new key art was released for BlizzCon. And it is of Jaina Proudmoore.
I love her so much.
Now, here's the thing. People are now speculating, well, that's not how she looks in Heroes. The white streak in her hair has become more. So more of her hair has started to change color. She looks quite vibrant and glowing in the light. So she hasn't turned evil. So a lot of people are speculating that there's something going to happen to her pretty soon. Or, like, some have even said the entire next expansion is going to be based around her. Which may not... I don't think is correct, but...
I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah. I mean, like... I just want people to stop hating on her character so much. I mean, there's only... Okay, so the way I see it is there's only so far you can push someone or a character before they snap the way she did. So yeah. I would like to see what happens with her without Bull. Without it being like, she's just gone crazy. No, she hasn't gone crazy. She's been pushed past her breaking point, seeing everyone she loves die. And
yeah. Like, that's the thing. If I were to stand you in a place where you could see your hometown off in the distance, and I looked you in the eyes, and I pressed a button, and the entire town just went up in a giant plume of smoke, and I'm like, yeah, everyone you love is dead. Why would that not get you angry?
I'd go on a rampage.
People are just like, oh, look at her, she's a dreadlord. It's like, she has a pretty good reason to be angry. Yeah. So, you know, let her be angry.
I mean,
but
I can just imagine being like the last one sort of thing, and there's no doubt that hurts.
Yeah. So that's pretty much all there is for news. I'm probably missing out on a bunch of stuff, but you know, as it goes, the weeks have been there's not much happening really. And I mean, a lot of the news that's news is all 7.3 PTR stuff, and we're not spoiling that stuff here. So we'll move into our main topic, which is raiding with leashes, which is a great set of achievements. I don't even know if I even have one of the 4 raiding with leash achievements.
I have 2 of them.
Sorry, 5. I think I have one because I'm pretty sure I know because of the reward. I'm pretty sure I have that, but yeah. I could be wrong. So
I just know I got 2 of them, and you'll find out why.
So first is the first achievement, raiding with leashes. No fancy nickname or anything for it. And so pretty much there are 3, 6, 12 different that you need to collect. So the first 3 are from Molten Core. The Mark of the Flame, the Blazing Rune, and the Core of Hardened Ash are the 3 items. Now they respectively give you the Harbinger of Flame, the Core Fire Imp, and the Ashstone Core. The first one comes from the Sulfuron Harbingers. The Core Fire Imp comes from Magmadar, and the Ashstone Core comes from Golemag the Incinerator. So, similar to... They drop little versions of themselves, I guess. So that makes a bit of sense. The next one is Blackwing Lair. From there, you will be going for the Unscathed Egg, which will give you the Untamed Hatchling from Razorgore the Untamed. The Blackwing will give you the Death Talon Whelp Guard off Broodlord Lashlayer. And the final one is the Whistle of Chromatic Bone, which gives you the wonderfully awesome pet Chrominius, who drops off Chromagus. He's actually really adorable, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. So the next ones, I should say, are from the Temple of Anchorage, which is AQ 40. So make sure you go into the right version. You have the Visidius Slime, the Visidius Globule, which drops off Visidius. The Anubiseth Idol, which drops off Emperor Velclaw. And the Jewel of Maddening Whispers, which gives you the Mini Mind Flayer, which drops off Prophet Sekrum. The Mini Mind Flayer is really cute. I like
Mind Slayer.
Oh, Mind Slayer. Sorry.
Yeah, he's kind of even
my D&D brain getting in there with Mind Flayers. And the final one is Naxxramas. So Gluth's Bone will give you a Stitch Pup off Gluth. Oh. The Dusty Clutch of Eggs will give you a Giant Bone Spider off Myexna. And the Blight Spore will give you a Fungal Abomination off Lotheb. Now, once you obtain all of these pets, you will receive in the mail, I believe, or it should be automatically added to your collection, Mr. Bigglesworth, who is a little cat.
And he counts towards the Crazy Cat Lady or Crazy Cat Man achievement.
Oh, that's awesome. Obviously, the other thing I forgot to mention is I believe all of these pets can be caged.
Yes, they can.
So
that's how I got a lot of this one done.
Okay, so if you have a ton of gold from our last episode, then you can buy them all on the auction house if they're there. Now, Did you want to take the second?
I would like to take the second one. Alright, so for Raiding with Leashes 2, the Attunement Edition, I'm sad that they didn't use Electric Boogaloo. You're going to start off in Karazhan. And in Karazhan, you have four items drop, which are the Spiky Collar, the Instant Arcane Sanctum Security Kit, the Satyr Charm, and the Nether Space Portal Stone. And those will give you, respectively, the Bad Wolf, which drops off the Big Bad Wolf, the Menagerie Custodian, which drops off the Curator, which would be a sick name for a Time Lord. Just saying. The next one is the Fiendish Imp, which drops off Terrestrian Elhoof. And last one from Karazhan is the Nether Space Abyssal, which drops off Prince Malkazar.
Malkazar, that's correct.
I know. It just took me a second. So then the next one's from Serpent Shrine Cavern, and this is the Tainted Core, which will give you the Tainted Waveling, and it drops off Hydros Unstable. Then you're going to the Shell of Tide Calling, which gives you a Tide Skipper, and that drops off Morgrim the Tidewalker. And then the last one from Serpent Shrine is the Dripping Strider Egg, which gives you the Coiled Fang Stalker from Lady Vash. And the last one for Reading Leashes 2 is Just Keep the Eye. And there's another 3 from this one as well. So the first one is the Brilliant Phoenix Hawk Feather. Gives you a Phoenix Hawk hatchling, not ashling, hatchling, and that drops off a La. The second one is a Tiny Fell Engine Key, which gives you a teeny tiny Pocket Reaver, and that drops off the Void Reaver. The last one, is a Crystal of the Void, which gives you a Lesser Void Caller, which drops off High Astromancer Solarian. And that is a really cool title, which I wish I could have in my real life. Because High Astromancer is sick. And so once you've gotten all of those, the achievement reward is the cutest thing ever. And it gives you Tito's basket, which then gives you Tito, and he's got the cutest little bow tie. He's a little wolf, and he's got a little bow tie with a gem on it, and it's just so adorable. It gave me, it makes me want to go make a bow tie to then put on the dog. Yeah. It won't enjoy, still be really adorable.
And I believe Tito is one of the community managers that manages, I think it's the Warcraft Twitter account, Blizzard Twitter account. Because every now and then I see someone tweeting using that name. Unless that's sort of an inside joke that they use. I'm not sure.
I don't know either, actually. I'll take a look.
But regardless, the next is Raiding with Leashes 3, Drinking from the Sunwell. And for this, you'll want to go into Black Temple. Now, obviously, this, in regards to Black Temple, back when Time Walking was available, they did drop off the Time Walking bosses. And so they will the next time Black Temple Time Walking does come up. And you'll have the Leviathan Egg, which gives you the Leviathan Hatchling of High Warlord Negentus. The Shard of Supremus gives you Abyssius of Supremus. The Fragment of Desire and Suffering, 3 different pets, all drop off the Reliquary of Souls. They are respectively each of the phases of the boss, because as you beat it, it turns around and changes its mood, I guess. And the final one is the Sultry Grimoire, which gives you the Sister of Temptation of Mother Shahrazar. And that's obviously a succubus, because that whole wing. Because that whole wing of Black Temple, basically. Yeah. For the next ones, you'll be going to Hyjal. You'll be looking for the Smelly Gravestone to give you Stinkrot of Anatheron. The Grotesque Statue, which gives you the Little Grotesque of Asgalore. And the Hyjal Wisp of Archimond. The final is Sunwell Plateau, the Sunblade of activation will give you the Sunblade Micro Defender, who's a cute little guy, off Brutalis. The Servant's Bell will give you the Wretched Servant off Grand Warlock Alethis and Lady Sacrolash. The Void Collar, which gives you a Chaos Pup, will drop off Miru and Entropius. Now, this one, the reward is really cute and
Literally.
really awesome. Yes, because the item you receive is the Holy Chime, which summons the pet Cute. K''UTE, who's a Naru, which is really cool. Hence the Holy Chime, because he looks like a wind chime, basically. So
they do kind of look like wind chimes now that you mention it.
I've always thought they look like wind chimes. Serious?
To me, they just look like glyphs.
Yeah, they do. They do as well.
Yeah.
So would you like to take Raiding with Leashes 4?
I would like to take Raiding with Leashes 4, but before I get to it, okay, Tito from Raiding with Leashes 2 is actually a reference to Dorothy's dog in Karazhan, which is a reference to Dorothy and her dog Toto in The Wizard of Oz. So there's that, which is pretty
it's a complete coincidence. About the no, it's a coincidence about the CM.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Alright, so, Raiding with Leashes 4, Wrath of the Lich King. I don't want him to lick me, because I feel like that would be the opposite effect of licking frozen pole.
Well, when he runs Ice Cream Citadel, I'm sure he's the Lick King. Yeah, so
icy poles. He's just gonna have like icy poles upon icy poles.
Oh no, they sell frozen yogurt and stuff.
Oh, icy poles are.
Have you seen the Hearthstone stuff?
Yeah, I've seen the Hearthstone stuff. But we're not here to talk about that. Alright, so for Raiding with Leashes 4, we start in Ulduar. And there are quite a lot in Ulduar. So
there's a lot of bosses in Ulduar too.
I know. I don't like it. So first you get the Red Hot Bowl, which gives you the Magma Rageling, and that drops off Ignis the Furnace Master. Next one is the Ironbound Collar, which gives you the Ironbound Protowhelp, which drops off Razor Scale. The next one is the Stormforged Rune, and that gives you the pet Runeforged Servitor, which drops off the
Storm
trio of dudes, which is Stormcaller, Rune Master Mulgine, and Steelbreaker. Always creeped me out because he's bloody huge.
Mm-hmm.
The next one is one I wish I had in my personal life, and that is the Glittering Ball of Yarn, which gives you the Sanctum Cup, which drops off Aurea. I'm hoping I said that right, because... The next one is the Ominous Wall of Snow, which gives you the Winter Rageling, which drops off Hodir. Not to be confused with Hodor, who won't hold the door for you.
Unless you meet him IRL.
Oh, I'd like hope so.
He's a DJ.
I know. So cool. The next one is Blessed Seed, which you get off Freya, and it gives you the Snap Lasher. The next one is actually really interesting, because in my research, I got like a whole bunch of other stuff. So the next one is Overcomplicated Controller, which gives you the G0, R410, and Ultra Tonk, and that drops off Mimiron. But in my research, the name is actually a reference to the Beast King Golion, which was then chopped up to make Voltron Defender of the Universe back in the day. Not the Netflix version, which is sick. And so technically the
Sorry, did you say sick as in good?
Yes, sick as in good.
Okay, because you crackled out a little.
Okay, because I was going to say, sick is good, sick is good. So that actually makes sense, because the mech that Mimiron runs is actually called V07TR0N, which is Voltron. And then the last one is the Wriggling Darkness, which gives you a Creeping Tentacle, which drops off Yogg-Saron. And I no matter how many times we do Yogg's Run, it still grosses me out. The mouth for eyes thing is just not okay in the slightest.
Nope.
So next we're going to go to the Trial of the Crusader. And there's 3 to get in here. So the first one is the Giant Worm Egg, which will give you Dreadmaw, and that drops off Gormok the Impaler, Acidmore and Dreadscale, and Icehowl. The next one, it has a low drop chance, and it's not part of the achievement, so you don't really have to worry about it. It's the Magnetor Hunting Horn, and that gives you the Snowball Run, and that also drops off Gormok the Impaler, Acidmore and Dreadscale, and Icehowl. And the last one in Trial of the Crusader is the Nerubian Relic, which gives you a Nerubian Swarmer, which drops off a Nubarak. And this one's another cute one. For some reason, I hate bugs in real life, but the second you give me a pet in WoW, I'm like, oh, he's so adorable. So cute. And now the last one in Raiding with Leashes 4 is the Ice Cream Citadel. Or Ice Crown Citadel if you want to be serious about it. First one, The first one is Fragment of Frozen Bone, which gives you Bone Shard, and that drops off Lord Marigar. Oh wow, my brain just did a dump. I just figured out what his name is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's a big pile of bones.
I know. I only just realized reading it out. Okay, sorry about that. The next one is Remains Blood Beast, and that gives you a Blood Boil, and that drops off Deathbringer Sourfang. The next one is Putricide's Alchemy Supplies, which gives you Blight Breath, and that drops Professor Putricide. The next one makes me really sad.
Good news, everyone.
The next one is not good news. Don't say that.
No, that's what you say when you get the pet off Professor Putricide.
I know. The next one is the Skull of a Frozen Whelp, which gives you a soul-broken whelpling, and it drops off Syndragosa. And
that is the saddest description of a pet ever.
I know. It just makes my heart hurt a little bit.
Well, let's keep moving on and get to the really adorable, cute thing you get.
I don't want to talk about it. So the next one is likely only from normal, but it hasn't been proven. The next one is Drudge Remain, which gives you the Drudge Ghoul, which drops from Lich King in normal. But again, that one may be normal, but it may also be heroic. We're not entirely sure. The next one is likely only from heroic, and that's Call of the Frozen Blade, which gives you a Wicked Soul, and that drops from the Lich King as well on heroic. But again, not sure. And now the achievement reward. Instead of it actually being a rule, it's like a royal FU. Like a huge royal FU. So instead of getting something from it, you get a celestial invitation in the mail, which then you go and defeat Algalon Derva in a pet battle, which is terrible. But if you do beat him,
cheats.
Sorry?
Cheats.
Only. But if you do defeat Algalon, you get a sparkly, adorable star bunny called Stardust. And
yes.
The reason why Spaz let me talk about this one is because I hate it. I haven't been able to do it, and it just really gets my goat.
Well, if you need to, reach out to Cinder or Eludra for some help, and they might give you some tips.
Long as they're alright with me crying on the other end of however we're talking.
With Algalon, turns out after he has his mind changed by the champions of the Horde and the Alliance, he decides to go do some pet battles. Like, it's almost canon, where he's like, I got bored of watching, so I found these pets, and now I do pet battles. It's pretty cool. So it's pretty funny.
I do pet battles and, hurt everyone else's feelings because I just keep destroying them into the ground.
Yeah.
I hate it.
The final achievement for now, it unleashes 5 Cuticlism.
That's like
the first area is Blackwing Descent. The rough hewn remote will give you Tinytron off the I don't remember what the actual name is of them, but it's Arcanatron, Electron, Magnetron, and Toxitron. They're like the defense grid or something. The next is Experiment in a Jar, which will give you the discarded experiment of Maloric. The Shadowy Pile of Bones will give you Rattlejaw off Nefarian. And while you're in that dungeon, don't forget to take the time to appreciate the very awesome title you receive when you before you get up to Nefarian. Because it's my favorite title in the game, and I hate that it's not permanent.
Every time.
The Bastion of Twilight is next. The Odd Twilight Egg will give you the Twilight Clutch Sister off Valona and Thoralion. The Lesser Circle of Binding will give you the Bound Stream, the Elementium Monstrosity. And off Cho'Gall, you'll receive the Twilight Summoning Portal to get yourself a Faceless Minion. Then, over in the Throne of Four Winds, you will receive the Breezy Essence of Anshal, Nazir, and Rohash, which will give you the little guy named Drafty. And then off Prince Alakir, you'll receive Zephyr's Call, which will give you Zephyrian, who's really cool as well. These pets are just all so awesome. Up next is the Firelands. The Smouldering Treat will give you a Blaze Hound, if you can take down Shanix. The Cinder Web Egg will give you the Cinder Web Recluse off Bethtalak. The Vibrating Stone will give you Surger off Balrog. And Fandrel's Pet Carrier will give you an Infernal Pyre Claw that drops off Major Domo Staghelm.
I need it already.
Yeah. The final. Well, then we need to run through that place, me on my priest, to finish up Dragon's Wrath.
I don't want it that bad.
And so the last is Dragon Soul. The Puddle of Black Liquid will give you the Faceless Mind Lasher off Yorsage the Unsleeping. The Elementium Backplate will give you Corrupted Blood off the Spine of Deathwing, everyone's favorite raid boss, I guess. And the Severed Tentacle will give you the Unstable Tendril off Madness of Deathwing. And all those together, you will receive the Amalgam of Destruction. That's a lot of pets, and that takes a lot of time, or a lot of gold, depending on your server. So,
can I just nap instead?
Sure. Keep an eye out for them in case you find one at a pretty decent price. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully, you let us know, if how many of these achievements you have, or how close you are to getting them, or how frustrating they've been, or have you any tips for Sirius on taking down Algalon for that money?
Stupid Sparkle Man.
Yeah. So
much hate.
That's gonna be a little bit of a short episode tonight. That's all we have in regards to that stuff. We do have some tweets and an email, but it's probably best with the crappy internet that we're having if we wrap this up. It's fine. We'll be moving soon-ish, hopefully.
Yes!
So then we'll be able to record in the same place. So it'll make it a lot better. But we do have 2 tweets from Charles. And while I read these, Sirius, do you want to check if there's anything new that's come in the last little while?
Okay.
So, Charles tweeted, got concordance on Truthguard, giving me the High Lord's Valiant Charger, the last of the Pally mounts, and 265 mounts total. And the follow-up tweet was, now I can spend more time on my hunter. That's awesome. The mount is great, and Truth Guard is awesome. My male Draenei Paladin, I can't wait to unlock the hidden appearance for it, because it looks like Vindicator Marad's massive hammer with the giant chunk of gem in the top of it, or like purple crystal stuff. It looks so cool. It's very Draenei, and I can't wait to actually get around to playing my Paladin so that I can work on getting that. So yeah, I have many ults in the wing. There was a tweet put out that I spotted from Arcane Ratzel, also known as Hannah, who tweeted 211 Luminous Starseeker. I'm positive I needed this mount when I saw how perfect the blue color shift is.
Don't do it. Don't do the puns.
Don't hate it because you didn't think of it.
I am kind of jealous, but no. We do actually have a couple more tweets. So, from the wonderful Anne in Wonderland, or Anne the Gamer, they say 2 new mounts this week: Silver Covenant Hippogriff from Tournament and High Mountain Elderhorn from Paragon Rep. Both these grinds feel endless, so it's nice to know. So it's nice to finally get my rewards. Oh man, huge congrats. That's Silver Covenant Hippogriff. I need it so bad, but I'm so lazy for the Argent tournament.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Yeah, that's it for the tweets.
Yeah, so that's pretty much everything. But we do have an email. And the email says, "Hello, Reins of Azeroth. Thanks again for reading out my email." Sorry, I should have said this is from Vic Baldry, who says, "Thanks for reading out my email and giving me some awesome advice. I wanted to provide you with a quick update on how things went. Shortly after I listened to your episode, I got in Discord with the other officers and with our guild leader, and we had a chat about what sort of guild we want to be. Progression and friends don't always go hand in hand, and we all agreed that playing with friends was more important than progression. Then I spoke with the raider in question on Discord about potentially rolling another class that would suit him better. He told me he was thinking about trying out a Demon Hunter, as he felt the playstyle would suit him better, and added mobility which would help him not die to mechanics. This happened right before Tomb dropped, so it was the perfect time to switch. So far, it's been working out great. He's still not perfect by any means, no one is, but he's now contributing to the raid in a more significant way, which is awesome. I'm glad we decided to prioritize people over progression, and hope this mentality will help us continue to be a pleasant and inviting environment for all our members. Thanks and stay awesome."
Makes me really happy. I knew that it would turn out good. It's really rare that things turn out poorly, but it makes me happy that it did turn out good, and they actually re-rolled, took a different class, and I'm so happy that you guys are all together. It makes me so happy.
Yeah, that's excellent.
But yeah, that kind of brings the show to a close, which is sad.
Yeah, there wasn't too much in regards to raiding with leashes, but next week we'll be talking about the Trial of Style and a few other things. And yeah, so if you'd like
Trial
to come
of
along,
Style?
Yes, the Trial of Style.
Here for that. I dress like a hobo most of the time.
Well, not in game.
That's a good point. Actually, I do look pretty fancy in game.
I mean, look at the wonderful art.
It's pretty okay.
So, if you want to come along to our live recordings, join us each week on Tuesday nights at 8:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Time at twitch.tv/Reins of Azeroth. The show can be found on our website, reinsofAzeroth.com, as well as iTunes, Podbean, and Stitcher. The video of our live show does go straight to YouTube afterwards. Just search for Reins of Azeroth. If you'd like to leave us a review on iTunes or a thumbs up on Stitcher, that would be excellent. If you have any questions, stories, pictures, to do with mounts, toys, achievements, whatever, even tell Sirius how wonderful her art is, you can email us at reinsofAzeroth@gmail.com. You can tweet at the show at Reins of Azeroth. I can be found at SpazWesson on Twitter. Sirius can be found at SuperSirius13. That's SuperSiriusXIII. Roman numerals 413.
Yeah,
now, if you'd like to join us on our Discord server, you can do so by sending us a message on Twitter, and we will send you a link. But other than that, we are done for this evening. It's been quite a short show, a lot shorter than usual, but turns out there's not too much to talk about.
Dude, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Hopefully next week there'll be more, and in the future we'll have more guests. So tune in next week for the Trial of Style.
Bum, bum, bum. I love you.
Okay. No, I just ended it there. That was funny.
You missed my I love you. You're so mean.
The Twitch people can hear you still. Okay.
Well, I love them.
Okay.
Everyone that's there. Let's see. I'm gonna read it out. Oh, there's only shows 2.
Well, look through the chat. Look who's.
And I'm feel really bad, but I don't know how to pronounce that one.
That's Big G.
No, the other one. It's ToieKelSatin. I just want to call him Satin because I love satin. I feel bad.
It's a good material to work with.
No, it's a shit material to work with, but it's so smooth. So smooth. It's also crap to wear pajamas made out of. You just slide.
Alright, well, we will head off Twitch. We'll get everything wrapped up and get the episode posted. It does suck that it was a little bit of a shorter episode. We'll be back next week with a lot more, definitely.
Hopefully.
So, we'll see you all next week.
I love you.